Hello and welcome to another episode of Not Without My Sister. I'm Rosemary McCabe and I'm here with my sister Beatrice McCabe, and today we're going to talk about what's on our Christmas list because we are, if nothing else, shallow.
Oh, how do you know that everything that's on my Christmas list isn't handmade and recycled and for the good of others?
What? That's like a riddle. What's handmade, recycled, and for the good of others?
I mean, we might end up there because when I went into Target the other day, every single shelf was bare. So what's on your Christmas list that I can still get you between now and December 25th? Because even though I began the season by shopping back in August, I immediately stopped once I had 4 useless items and I now have nothing for anybody.
I'd like a sheep for a needy family on the continent of Africa. Do you remember when everybody started doing that and people were very divided as to whether they liked it or didn't? You know, as in like people were like, oh, like I think it's nice to get an actual gift. I think somebody I know did it for their entire family and everyone was raging.
I think it's nice if it's, I think part of the problem is you're never really sure if that actually happened, right? Because actually just literally at dinner time was having the same conversation, or as the baby would say, actually at dinner, we were having the baby, the 4-year-old, actually, we were having this conversation at dinner. And mom was saying that she and her gang of 4 friends from Aer Lingus who've been hanging out since day dot, that they decided at one point, listen, we have enough stuff and we put some money in a pot and we will donate it, or, you know, same kind of thing, like buy something for a needy family. Yeah, so they started doing it for, I can't remember what the charity was. But anyway, and then discovered that it was like 3 years after they were doing this, discovered that it was entirely corrupt and the whole thing went under because the CEO had been,
taking all the money for themselves.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
I think that's the problem, is that like I honestly I'd much prefer to give locally or to give to, a local shelter. Not to say that they are all super above board, but at least you have more potential to kind of see where it's going, and not, because, you know, when you give things to, like when I gave money to, I don't know what they're called. What's it called? The lifeboats, like the
migrant crisis.
Yeah, the migrant crisis started, and there were all of the lifeboats. I can't remember what the
the kind of hospitals at sea.
Yes,
and also
one of those. And
the boats going out to save
I gave
people,
some money to one of those, and then it's not that it's about satisfying you, because like I just was more hoping and still hoping that it actually made some kind of impact to the charity versus, you know, not going anywhere.
Yeah. You know what a friend of mine does? I must find out the name of the organization and put it in the show notes. But a friend of mine frequently gives loans to women in a certain area in Africa, or a certain town or something. It's like some charity where they facilitate loans to women who are trying to set up their own businesses.
Oh yeah, we did that last year in the office. We gave everybody a voucher instead of giving them a gift. We gave them a voucher because you can give a loan to, and it's like crowd fundraising, and it says like, you know, so and so is trying to set up a company for sewing school uniforms for their family or whatever, or so and so needs money to plant seed to grow wheat or whatever, and so you basically fund these, and then ideally they pay you back, but it's not the main reason. And if they pay you back, you then reinvest it in somebody else's cause, you know, because it's more like you're enabling microloans.
Yes, yeah.
It's called Kiva, actually.
Yes,
KIVA.
Yeah, that's the exact one that she's lent to, and
that was really good. We did that in the office, but some people, this was kind of, I thought, I mean, no insult, obviously, but some people didn't end up doing it, and then it felt like a bit of a waste. I mean, I'm sure at the end of the day, if it goes to them, they're going to use it for something decent. But that's a good one, because you can see like who you're sponsoring.
You often get updates, don't you? Yeah, which is really nice. I always, for the last couple of years, I've thought, okay, I should try and support local makers or, you know, smaller businesses, but it is just really hard, because like a lot of the stuff, like, it's just so easy to shop on Amazon and to shop on Target and to shop on, do you know what I mean? Places where you're like, I'm going to get that in 2 days.
Well, especially now, right? Especially now when you're not so keen to go into shops and go, you know, at the height of sort of shopping weekend madness. Last year though, and I think also the pandemic made us all shop more locally. Like last year I did go online and locally to local shops because they weren't open. This year I was thinking I should probably go around to Hopscotch House, the kids shop.
Yeah.
And
I'll actually go with you.
Yeah, I was thinking I should go around there and get a couple of stocking stuffers for Santa.
And what's her other shop, Fancy and Staple? I bought quite a few things from them last year. I think when I was sending gifts out to my patrons, I bought a few different things from them. But I'd like to go in there, and there's another shop downtown called The Find. But it's a pity, like there's a farmer's market in Fort Wayne, but it's moved indoors for Christmas, and I'd be less likely to go just because of COVID and everything. And it's just going to be, especially coming up to Christmas now, it's going to be really busy.
Well, busy enough.
I also wouldn't bring the baby. You know what I mean?
Like, listen, can we get back to the point in hand?
Yes, sorry.
What are your gifts? Now that you've proven to everybody what an excellent human being you are, what is on your wish list?
Well, that I have excellent thoughts and that I don't do them.
You do some of them.
Some of them. What's on my wish list? I actually sent a list to Mum and Dad the other day. You may have seen it was on our family group. You may have ignored me.
I did not see this.
And I realised all of my things that are on my wish list are to do with, this is going to really surprise you, staying at home. So I had like a comfy pair of slippers, a cozy robe, because I have a robe that's really nice for summer, but because it's really light, but I don't have anything that's like nice and, cozy and sit on the couch. Kindle, because my Kindle is very old and not working very well anymore. I also asked for, that I have this really comfy, and you have it too because I bought it for you, the really comfy like loungewear sweatsuit. Would you call it a sweatsuit?
I can't even cope with you.
What?
Well, I would like...
Tell me.
I would like some new Peloton shoes because my old ones have gone missing out of lack of use. I would like...
They've gone missing?
No, I'm only joking.
Oh.
I would like some hand weights for my workouts because what are those ones that go around your wrists? Like the ones that are very attractive looking?
Are they called Baja?
Correct.
I was going to buy them for you the other day.
Well, don't bother because I bought a pair in the throes of my New Year, New You last spring and they're still upstairs.
Oh.
Waiting to be opened.
So why do you want different ones? Do you not like those ones?
I am joking.
Oh.
This is not what I need at all.
Oh, I was literally like, perfect, I have them at home, I'll give them to you.
No. I need none of these things. I was just trying to show you up. On my wish list are, I don't know, don't really need anything.
This has been Not Without My Sister. Thank you all so much for listening. No, you always love getting books.
Yeah, no, okay. I mean, what would I love? But like, I don't really need anything. I've been cut. Oh, you know what? I needed some perfume.
And you bought it for yourself?
No.
I thought you went and bought it in Chicago.
No, I didn't. I contemplated it and Hermes was closed. Just put that in there.
What's the perfume you wear from Hermes? What's it called?
Having a blank.
Yeah.
That's not what it's called. It's called Kelly Kalesh.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Kelly Kalesh.
Okay, Beatrice.
That's exactly how they say it.
Yeah, you didn't need to do it like that.
Kelly Kalesh.
You sound like a murderer.
Okay, so perfume, please. What else? Yeah, I do love some books. Although, I was about to watch that movie, The Return of the Dog. That's not what it's called. The Power of the Dog. The Return of the Dog. The Power of the Return of the Dog. That's not even the
It's like a spin-off from Game of Thrones.
The Power of the Dog. I heard it was a book, so I was like, I better buy that. I'll put it on my Christmas list. Then I was tidying up the bedroom yesterday. I was like, oh, I have this book.
It's very long and the words are very small on the pages.
Oh, well,
I also have it. I started.
Oh, I know you have it. What enraged me even more was then you were like, "Oh, I think I have it." Mom sent it to me randomly mid-year. I'm like, "What the hell is this favoritism yet again?" So that put me in a bad mood.
I said
pre-Christmas.
She may have given it to me last Christmas.
She confirmed the hypothetical sending. Yeah.
Oh.
I packaged it up and I sent it over to my fave. I go, I didn't get it.
She was busy sending you packages of Barbies with all their hair shorn off. Who did better out of that now, really?
You got a good laugh out of the Barbies, in fairness.
Oh my God, I get such a laugh.
I don't want any chocolate. Don't give me any chocolate. I hate getting chocolate.
What?
Love books.
Today I got orange.
Oh God, yeah, but I've millions of them myself. Now,
what?
Today I got a great present. Oh, a jigsaw puzzle. But I've got a couple of jigsaw puzzles I still have to do. But I
also put a jigsaw puzzle on my list to Mum and Dad.
Oh, well, today I got a Secret Santa from work. I got a jigsaw puzzle. And I also got a lovely book from Simon Sinek, who I am like all about right now. I read all about him and his inspirational words of leadership. I read this amazing quote and I was talking about it in the office. They were like, oh yeah, we all are totally familiar with this guy. Figure out your why. And then I got this book as from my Secret Santa, who's obviously like, hey moron, we're all way ahead of you. But figure out your why in life. I was like, oh my God, I've got to figure out my why. I love the way you look totally bored already.
No, I was thinking that sounded very Glennon Doyle, so I was slightly put off. But
No.
Then I was wondering, what's my why?
Figure out your why.
And then I was wondering even more, what is your why? Your why?
My why is power. Kelly Kalesh. I don't know what my why is. My why is, what is my why? Don't get me started. I was like, Don, what's it all about? I'm turning into mom. What's it all about? Mom. Dad told me the other day he retired when he was 52 and I nearly passed out.
I know.
I was like, that's 9 years away.
I was also horrified.
I was like, he seemed ancient. Oh, also, they're entirely rewriting history. Well, also, he also seems ancient because Bo has spent the last, how long have they been here? 22 days or something. Every single one of those days, Bo has asked Grandpa at least 3 times when he's planning on dying, what happens when he dies. And yes, I had to just say to him, Bo, it's actually, I get that you're just curious. He was singing my grandfather's clock this morning. This is Bo now. My grandfather's clock is too tall for the shelf.
God, and
blah,
it
blah, blah.
stopped.
Tick tock.
Never to go again.
Short. Never to go again when the old man died. Grandpa, that's you. When your clock will stop, all the clocks will stop when you die, and that'll be soon. You're an old man. And then he just wanders off to do some Lego. Grandpa's like, taking it very well, may I say. Because honestly, would I be great with being told I was going to die at any given moment? Potentially no.
Sorry, did I tell you what William said to me today? This is William who's 9. Yeah, he's going to be... No, is he 8? He's currently 8. He's going to be 9 at Christmas. He goes to me, who do you look like, your mom or your dad? And I said, well, people say I look like my mom. And he goes, yeah, except you don't have any wrinkles. And I said, oh, I have some wrinkles. And he goes, oh yeah, loads on your forehead. What is wrong with kids? That's almost as bad as saying that'll be you. You're going to die soon.
Well, honestly, it would be great to be dad because he's just sitting there at his computer reading, ignoring, listening to nothing.
Things do just go over his head.
Absolutely over his head until suddenly they won't go over his head and he'll just get super annoyed.
In a rage. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, enough about that. It was more about, what was my point there?
Enough about Dad. Let's talk about me for a minute.
Is that a song? Because I like it.
Enough about you. Let's talk about life for a while.
Oh, no, let's just talk about me.
That's Alanis Morissette.
Oh.
You were talking about your why.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, his great quote was, talking about inspiring people. He goes, nobody would have been inspired with Michael Luther King. I can't.
All right, you well, Michael Luther King down the road now. He did some great things now. He had a great speech. Did you hear it? Michael.
Shut up. He goes, because nobody would have been inspired by Martin Luther King. He said he was inspiring because he had a dream, not because he had a plan. He was like, nobody's inspired by a plan. I was like, oh my God, that's actually a really good point. So now I'm just going to be like, lads, boys, I have a dream for you to tidy up the sitting room.
I have a dream of very tidy. I don't think they're going to care.
No, they actually could care less. Should have heard Mom today. They don't listen to me. What am I supposed to say? They don't listen to me. I said, tell him to stop doing that. He won't do it. I was like, so? It's never stopped me. Like, that's not the way life works. It's not like, oh, he's not listening. I will cease in my direction and complaints. No.
Oh, yeah. You just keep shouting at them.
Yeah.
Like, even I know that now.
I don't even understand. Yeah, he's not listening. He's refusing to listen. And it's Monday. That's normal. Anyway, back to the gifts. So yeah, books, all kinds of books, novels. Do you know what I really love? A good thriller. Like, I like intelligent books, but Hamlet is still upstairs. Well, mainly because you told me it's upsetting and I haven't read it yet. Along with every other book that I got last Christmas. Oh, I did read that one about the girl whose entire island started disappearing. And that was actually in the summertime. It was all very intense. I just love
Which one?
I can't remember. It was a Japanese writer. I just really love
a
good thriller, who done it, who murdered who.
You liked that one about the primates.
Oh my God, that was amazing.
Sorry, I'm really sorry about that. We don't need to go over it again.
No, that was amazing. That was amazing, actually. I tried to find another couple of her books, but I couldn't. What was her name? Audrey Schulman.
Oh, yeah.
Amazing.
What about, would you like... Well, you don't need any beauty stuff since I gave you all the great beauty stuff for your birthday.
I also had that stupid subscription to Ipsy that I
cancelled mine.
I literally cancelled it today.
Well, after you'd bought, as you keep threatening me, all of my Christmas presents from it.
All your Christmas presents are on their way. Do you know what I'd love? I'd love a trip to an escape room or something fun like that. Oh, laser tag. Nash came back from laser tag and I was like, I used to love laser tag. Now, would I look like a massive nerd running around the laser tag? I'd love it.
Speechless.
Honestly, just this pandemic has just given me the desire to just go out and do things again.
Can guarantee you now. So if I came to you tomorrow and said I've booked laser tag,
I'd love it. Honestly,
you wouldn't.
Next
weekend you'd be like, oh God, I'm wrecked.
No, I love laser tag
tomorrow. Oh, I hate having plans.
No, I have a memory of laser tag. It was a bit like
never going to live up to the reality.
It was a bit like when I used to play Doom, right?
Oh, so good.
I used to play Doom, and when I honestly would almost pass out from the stress of turning corners. And then I would just get shot and nearly die, right? Like just from the adrenaline going around a corner before one of those big beefcakes would shoot you. That now. So that's why, I mean, if ever there's a home invasion, I'm going to be absolutely useless. Like it's like if zombies ever attack, I'll just pass out before they even
Beatrice,
come to get me.
can I just say something to you?
No.
What? I don't think there's a single emergency situation I can think of that I would think, you know who I need to have there for that? Beatrice. You know who'd be great in that scenario? No. I don't think there's a single...
That's extremely hurtful.
I don't think I'd be great either. But
that doesn't make it better. That's extremely hurtful. Do you know what I would be good at if there was a fire? I mean, ideally no, because this is a fully timber house, but I did buy those ladders that you attach to your window that you throw down like Rapunzel.
Sorry, can I tell you exactly what would happen if there was a fire? You'd be like, oh my God, I just have to grab this.
No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't.
Well, like your kids, but
no, I wouldn't. The time that I thought there was a fire in the hotel in New York.
What was it, a fire drill or something?
No, it was just an accidental fire alarm at 3 a.m. when I was like, oh, fine, I'm going to get one great night's sleep away from the kids. No. The only problem was I was wearing that night dress that I bought on H&M that ended up being about 4 sizes too big, that like literally the front of it
hangs down below your boobs, like
way below my boobs. So I did wait. I did wait to put on my entire tracksuit, but I left everything else behind in the room. I left everything else behind.
I put on my tracksuit.
I just couldn't be nude in the streets of Brooklyn. It would have been so embarrassing.
It'd be more embarrassing to be nude and be dead.
Would it? Would it really?
No, anyway.
Imagine if I was papped.
I can't. They'd be like, Fort Wayne D-lister Beatrice McCabe spotted semi-nude outside this hotel in New York.
Semi-nude? Spotted fully dressed, actually. Prude.
Flaunting her curves in a stunning tracksuit.
In a skin-coloured Miss Piggy negligee. Anyway.
Is that what it is?
Moving on.
It's Miss Piggy.
Moving on. No, it's that colour.
Oh. I was like, you've got a Miss Piggy. I was like, I'd love a Miss Piggy negligee.
Oh, absolute.
That's what I'd love for Christmas.
Okay, so moving on. So you'd like a Miss Piggy, Miss Piggy, a Miss Piggy negligee, a Pygmy negligee, a Miss Piggy negligee. Tracksuits, a sag bag, or a bean bag.
I didn't say a bean bag.
Oh, basically anything soft.
I do not want a bean bag.
Cushionable.
No. I actually quite like to sit upright. You know, I don't even really like eating on the couch or anything. I don't really like a real like loungy couch. I was in Kerry and Josh's the other night. It took me about 20 minutes to get up off their couch.
I'm sorry, Rosemary. I don't really like eating what specific food groups on the couch, because I do remember that you ate every single shred of ice cream on the couch without any compunctions whatsoever.
Move on. This is becoming a boring thing that you just keep bringing up. Like when I kept bringing up wedges, we need to just move on from me eating all your ice cream.
I mean, it's more that I'm just like, wow, this one has a totally weird.
I don't think I ever ate that ice cream on the couch. I ate it either at the counter or at the kitchen table.
Oh, you ate it so quickly that it wasn't even ending in the bowl by the time you got to the couch.
For Christmas, I'd like a new sister.
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
Don't be ridiculous. One who's maybe only 2 years older than me, so we have more in common. She's not so ancient.
That's what one of the boys wrote. For Christmas, I want a new brother, and then put it into the Santa's mailbox out there. And then Bo found it because he was reading through everybody else's list, and it was basically, there were a lot of tears.
Was it Nash who asked for the
new
brother?
Yeah, of course it was. Yeah.
Oh my God! And Bo reading the Santa letters. That's very bold as well.
I mean, they're all disgraceful. I can't even keep track of them. They're bored.
What do they want for Christmas? I mean, everything.
Lego, a hamster called Chubby.
Hang on, is he getting a hamster?
I wouldn't know. It's to Santa.
But I mean, do you think Santa's going to get him a hamster?
I would have no idea, Rosemary.
Okay, blink once for yes and twice for no.
Rosemary, how would I know?
It's so annoying. He was telling me the other day about the hamster, and I was like, I don't know, Bo, if Santa's going to get you a hamster. Like, you have a cat, so it could be a very dangerous environment for a hamster. And he went, I'll put the hamster up high so Vinny can't get him. And I was like, well, then how are you going to reach him? And he goes, no, somewhere I can still reach. And I was like, Bo, anywhere you can reach, Vinny the cat can jump. He was like, oh.
Vinny the cat's not a great jumper. He jumped up yesterday and fell off the counter. So
I know, I've seen him do that before as well.
Okay, so slippers. I'm ticking these things now off. I'm going grand pair of slippers, grand pair of PJs.
No, this is what I wanted from mum and dad. I have a separate list of things I want from you.
You're 41. You're not getting more than one thing from your mum and dad.
36.
Okay.
Are they not getting me like a mum and dad gift, and then I'll get a Santa gift, and I'll get things in my stocking?
Are you actually joking right now?
Oh, it's so sad, isn't it? Growing up is so shit. You know what else is a big challenge for me this year? is when I had this baby, gorgeous Atlas, love him. When I had this baby, I was like, not getting him anything for Christmas, right? Because I was like, he's going to be 2 months old. He's not going to know the difference. But he has brothers and they are going to know the difference.
What?
So they're going to know if Atlas doesn't get any gifts.
No, they're not.
They are. They're going to be like, that's weird. What did Atlas get?
No, they're not.
So now we have to put things together for
Are you joking?
baby.
No, obviously you want to do it. They're absolutely not. Our children got nothing until they were about 3.
But did the other children not go, why didn't they get a present?
Do you think these children look around and think about anybody except themselves? No.
That's actually a good point.
They could care less.
Oh, that's actually good. That didn't really occur to me. I thought it was going to ruin the magic if Atlas didn't get anything.
No, not remotely.
What else do you want? A nice wine subscription? You never like a wine subscription though. Sure you don't. I think you like to pick your own wine.
I'm not a big wine drinker, so maybe some tea.
Mom and Dad brought over some very attractive looking tea in plastic bags, so that should be enough for you.
Well, but I mean, I really don't need anything. I'm sure I'll think of something afterwards. After the fact, I'll be like, I should have asked for that. Oh, do you know what I'd actually like? A clothes steamer. A hand steamer.
You know what? I was just going to ask Kim, could I borrow hers to steam our new curtains?
It's so stupid, isn't it? Like, what had this? You know, I used to think, if ever I start talking about, well, not an American accent, if ever I start talking about mortgages, you know.
Oh yeah, kill me. Well, I'm not getting you a clothes steamer because I already have your present, but I can ask him what she thinks of her clothes steamer and then recommend it to Don or Mum and Dad as a gift for you.
I mean, do you like a subscription? I mean, you've had a couple now. You've had the cactus subscription, you had your books subscription.
Succulents.
Yeah.
My what subscription?
Books, the floral subscription.
Oh, yeah.
You had a book subscription.
I still have the book subscription.
Oh, do you like that?
Yes.
I think that would be nice, maybe a book subscription.
I quite like that. Well, I quite like that because, well, I do and I don't. So I was going to say I quite like it because you get to pick the book. But I also wouldn't mind a surprise book based on like your preferences.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you put in, I like thrillers and I like this and I like that, and then they sent you one that they thought you'd like. But the problem is when they do that, it could be one you've already read. Like there are quite a few each month on this that I've either already bought because they're new and I really like them, or I've pre-ordered or something. You know what I mean? Like books I've already heard of. So I do like, they give you a choice. It's a book of the month. So they give you a choice of 5 different books each month and you get to pick one, and then you can add on extra books for a tenner a pop. And they're nice hardback copies and they all are the same size and the same height. And they have the same book of the month designs. They look lovely on my shelf.
You're hilarious.
I know I've mentioned that to you before.
I bought Don a record subscription, an LP subscription, which I thought was really great. And like it had new music and reissues of music. And it was great until this month it came and we both looked at each other. He opened it and it was an album by Usher.
I'll actually take it.
Well,
I'd happily listen to Usher.
I don't know, we might listen to it. It's more that it wasn't what I was expecting. It didn't fit within the parameters of my expectations from this. So I was like, maybe I need to open my mind up.
I have to say, I was sitting on your couch the other day and I saw that record and I was like, why do Beatrice and Don own an Usher record? I was like, of all, I would never think that you would ever buy a record by Usher, which I was correct. But
maybe that's a problem that I'm so like limited in my adventurousness.
No, you just know what you like.
Do I? I don't know if I like Usher. I just was more
I don't think you like Usher.
I don't think I do either.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I like that. I like that. Do it again. That was good. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. I feel like there are a couple of songs I like. I don't know, it's just in general. I think like all these things get really repetitive, but I suppose you could say that about anything. I'll tell you what gets very repetitive is Dad's Irish music playlist.
Oh, why is he even playing it?
Has he been playing it?
Oh, he hooked his thing up to your Bluetooth. I knew that was a mistake. I arrived the other day and he took that up and I was like, they're going to regret this.
And the Dubliners were playing on repeat 24/7. Just a smidge too loud. It's not quite background music. It's just a bit too loud. So you're kind of... And Mom is literally, the conversations are, I'll go, Mom, do you want a cup of tea? Did I put that on my knee? And I go, no. Do you want a cup of tea? Do you want a cup of tea? I'm like, oh my God. And it's all thanks to Dad and his music.
I remember Dad having quite nice taste in music. James Taylor, Mark Cohn, the Beatles.
Yeah, I'll get him to play later on before
he's
you
changed
leave.
now.
No, he does have nice taste, but there are a couple that I honestly think he just puts there to be difficult. There are a couple that he knows that it's grating, because I mean, it's not, there's one thing listening to it at home, all adults in the room reading their books and being calm. It's another thing for children running around screaming on top of it.
And then frequently like the dog and the cat trying to kill each other in the corner.
Correctly.
Bo running around going, where's my Switch controller? Has he found it? Or his Switch charger, has he found it yet?
Do I care? No.
I came out the other day and the drawer in the hall that contains the chargers looked like it had just been robbed. There were like leads and I went, Bo, were you looking for your Switch controller? And he comes running around the corner like, yes. And I was like, well, can you tidy this up? And I've never seen someone look so bereft. He obviously thought I'd found it.
You're so mean.
But I hadn't. I just wanted him to clean it. Listen, Were you or were you not happy that the drawer was clean and closed? You didn't realise it, but you were happy.
Yeah. What else would it be what else be on my wish list?
What about a like spa treatment or something? I feel like you...
No. I feel like I what?
Well, I was going to say, I feel like you have a voucher to that spa place.
I do.
And you just haven't ended up going.
Do you know what I'd like? A massage. Not because it would be relaxing, because my shoulders are actually really tense.
Then why don't you use your voucher for the spa place and go and get a massage?
I could. But that would be really nice.
Well, that's what you should do then.
I might. But it's more like I need a medical massage.
Yeah, but you can get a Swedish massage or a sports massage down there.
Stop being so logical.
A medical massage.
A medical massage.
Imagine you opening the golden pages now and being like, medical massage. Where do I go for a medical massage?
Yeah, exactly.
I think you mean a chiropractor.
You know what I'd actually like? Do you know what would be on my list? Somebody taking the kids for a couple of hours.
I did that the weekend before last. Happy Christmas. That was an early Christmas because you're not getting anything else.
No, you didn't. Mom and Dad took them over to
my house.
Yeah, you didn't take them. You didn't take them all.
Did I not? Nash didn't want to come.
Well, you see, you didn't
Wasn't
take
my
him.
fault.
You didn't take him.
I offered.
I would just like 2.5 full days just by myself. Peace and quiet.
A minute ago it was a couple of hours.
Yeah, I know. Extended
this has gone from like a Christmas present to Christmas, birthday and anniversary present in one.
That's what I'd love. That would be great. Just, I'd actually just love some like solid me time. And Don and I were like, when the kids go over to Rosemary's, we weren't expecting Nash to still be here. We're like, we're going to watch a movie. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. He was up in the bedroom reading his book.
Yeah, and you were like tidying up things in the kitchen or something, were you?
I was in the sitting room reading my book.
Oh.
We never spoke for the 4 hours. We just sat in the silence and decompressed.
It's nice though.
Mild decompression.
Not enough.
No, not remotely enough. What about that? What about like treatments or anything like that for you?
Yeah, well, Brandon bought me a voucher for the spa down the road, spa around the corner, for my quote unquote push present. Well, when I had Atlas, and I kept saying that I needed a push present because I'm American now. I hate the term push present as well. I know, so do I.
Do you?
Yeah. I like the gift, but I hate the concept.
Do you also hate the term boob juice?
I absolutely... Beatrice, how dare you bring that up?
These are terms that you use frequently.
Oh,
semi-mocking.
Boob juice for the baby.
Semi-mocking, but way too frequently to really convince me that you don't like them.
I like the look on your face when I say them.
Do you?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like how disgusted you look when I say boob juice.
Oh, God.
See?
So gross.
But yeah, I have a voucher and I keep meaning to go. But I thought we were going to go for like a couples massage.
We are. But basically it sounds like neither one of us needs anything.
Oh, we don't.
So what's on your wish list? Peace for all mankind. Bit of silence from the kids. Some nice food and decent recipe for gravy, because my gravy never turns out well.
You know what I'd love? I'd love as a Christmas present to be beamed a la Star Trek home to Ireland for a week.
Oh.
And then I'd like to go to London for a day, and I'd like to spend a day in Paris.
Okay, now then you just got really,
got too ambitious.
Yeah.
But I'd love a week at home. Oh. But like not the hassle of the airport, the airport, the airport and the flight and because I'm going to go home in March and bring the baby, but I'm not looking forward to all those logistical parts of it. So I'd love to just be beamed home and be home for a week and see everyone.
There's something to be said for that, apart from my favourite, what's his name? Chris, my favourite Chris Pine. The winning Chris. There's something to be said for Star Trek and beaming you places.
I know. Mm-hmm. You know what I realised today? William said something like, he was making this Christmas decoration and he said, when it's finished, can I write 2021 on the bottom so we always remember what year he made it? And I was like, yeah, sure, it's a nice idea. And then he was like, next year it'll be 2022. And I suddenly was like, God, can you, like, I feel, not that I feel old, but like when I was very small, I imagined in 2022 it'd all be like flying cars. Mm-hmm. Like seriously, I thought it'd be the Jetsons. Do you know what I mean? So it's weird to think that we're now in 2022 and it's just like same old, except we've got like an entire wealth of knowledge in our pockets in the form of our phones. Or I do, because you can never find yours.
I found it. I found it was in my handbag. But I mean, Dad would argue he reads all of his books. He hasn't read a paper book in 10 years.
Well, I've given Dad several books over the last 10 years. And that actually just goes to show he hasn't read a single one of them.
Well, that would go towards saying that his dream gift is not going to be a book.
What's his dream gift? We must ask him when we go out.
A gyrocopter?
Maybe it's for us to take Mom away for 2.5 days.
Oh, he'd hate that. Dad's not good on the budgets. Everybody else would be like, I just don't worry about it too much. Dad's like, my dream gift is a Porsche. Thanks very much. Let me know when I can have it.
I know. He said that more than once, hasn't he? I think he semi-believes that we're going to get him a Porsche before he dies.
Maybe we should get him a Lego Porsche. Tiny Porsche.
Maybe we should maybe we should buy like a tiny Porsche, like a little like Hot Wheels Porsche, and take a photo of it somehow, so that it looks like a real Porsche. Like,
oh my God, perspective, like put ourselves massive, tiny in the front, whatever the expression is.
Is it tiny or is it far away?
I'll tell you that Mom's dream would be to have a photo of all of us together in the picture. So I am actually going to get her. That's what I'm going to get her for Christmas. I'm going to get Helen to come over and take photographs of us all together.
Oh, that'd be lovely.
And that'd be Mom's gift. And then Mom be like, "Oh, thanks. I didn't really want this, but thanks," because that's what always happens.
It's actually true.
Yeah, when you buy either one of them, it's something that they're obsessed with. That is like their biggest hobby. Oh, that's not quite the part of the hobby that I'm interested in, but thanks.
You should actually get Helen to do up a voucher saying that we're going to have our photo taken in his photo studio. Mum would die.
Amazing.
She would
totally do that. That's a brilliant idea. We'll totally do that.
Why are we always trying to horrify Mum at Christmas? Have we already talked about the Brendan Courtney?
We have. Makeup and wardrobe provided. 2 hour photo studio with your daughters.
We could go one step further and say 2-hour boudoir photo shoot.
No,
maybe that'd be a bit too much.
Absolutely not. Didn't we see that on Splintered? What was it called?
Smothered. Splintered. Splintered. What? How does your brain even work?
Splintered. Starts with an S, ends with an ED, 8 letters or something.
A spin-off from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Splintered. You absolute idiot. Didn't we see that on Splintered? No, we did not. I don't think they did. Oh, there was a dodgy photo shoot in Splintered.
There was.
Yeah, but they were both topless, wasn't it?
Yes.
Oh my God, sorry. I can tell you this now because I didn't do this, but I was going to buy you a cameo from...
Oh my God.
your one share and her mum. Because they're on it from Smothered. Yeah.
I might actually love that. Can you imagine?
I know. I thought it was going to be so funny, but they're on it separately and it was going to cost me about $100 to get them both together. So I was like, no.
Oh, it's good to know what I'm worth for you. So, I mean, it was $100. I was like, absolutely not. No way. Your dream present, way too much.
That's your dream present.
My dream
sharing her mom from.
It's my dream present now. Yeah, Splintered.
I was also looking up. Your man, is it like Flamingo that Nash likes? He's on Cameo, but he's not accepting some commissions at the moment.
That's useful.
I know, because I thought I'd get that for Nash. I didn't know what to get him.
I don't even know if he still likes that dude. They're very fickle at that age.
I know.
Who could I get you from a Cameo now? I feel like I had a good one the other day and I totally forgot about it then. Who was it?
Well, remember Liam got me Spike from Buffy when Brandon and I got engaged.
Oh, I know.
I found it thrilling and mortifying at the same time.
Rosemary.
Stop. I was annoyed as well. I really wanted him to do it in his Spike accent. It's like,
oh, you should have specified that.
Well, I didn't commission.
See,
did I?
Spike, Splinter.
Damn
There's
you,
a theme
Liam.
here. Maybe that's what it was.
That's the theme.
Spike, split. Oh,
yeah, Brims. Absolute idiot.
For God's sake.
Who would your dream cameo be from?
I can't tell you because he might use it against me.
Go on.
No.
Go on. I promise I won't use it against you.
No.
Is it David Duchovny?
Oh my God. I love that. Hadn't even occurred to me.
Is it Tom Selleck? I don't think
No,
on
no.
it.
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves is definitely not on
No,
Cameo.
of course not. You said who would my dream cameo
be?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did he need to actually be on Cameo?
Yeah.
No, well, he wouldn't. Who else?
Jared Leto as your man in
absolutely not.
My So-Called Life.
Absolutely not. Have you seen him in the trailer for House of Gucci?
Yeah, but he looks Gucci in real life.
No, it's the accent. No.
Oh, all the accents are terrible.
No.
Adam Driver.
No.
I love him.
No, definitely you hit the nail on the head there. David Duchovny. Oh, David Duchovny. I don't even see. Here's the part of Sex and the City I don't remember. David Duchovny apparently in Sex and the City was like.
Oh, he's in one of the early episodes. Yeah.
No recollection.
John Bon
Jovi. Go back
Jovi.
and watch it. Oh no, God.
Vince Vaughn.
No.
I'm saying they're all in Sex and the City.
Who cares? We're talking about David Duchovny here.
Sorry.
Can't wait to go back. Can't wait to go back and watch that episode. What did I see David Duchovny in? What was that TV show that I watched recently about the Ivy League? Did you watch it? The one with Sandra Oh that I told you to watch. The Chair. Did you watch it?
No. It's on my list.
Well,
but
go
I'm busy
and
watching
watch it.
Outlander now.
No, please, God, it is 6 short episodes. Please go and watch it.
Fine, I will watch it.
And we'll do a review.
And then I want you to watch Selling Sunset, and we'll do a review of that.
I have watched it with you. You made me watch it.
Season.
I don't want to.
Well, I don't want to watch the Chair.
You do want to. Anyway, David Duchovny is in it, and he is, may I say, a master of satire.
Is he still smouldering? Did you get it?
Yeah, no, he actually didn't look great, but like, I mean, he's also about 69 at this point, right?
We're not that far from 69 ourselves.
Yes, we are. Our parents are 73 or something. They're much closer to Davey's age than we are.
I'm closer to 69 than I am to 0.
Actually, I realized this morning that I am precisely at the midpoint of the two ages of my mother and myself when I first moved to Milan. I was like, I'm equal distant between my mom was 63 and I was 23 in Milan. No, and I was just thinking, like, who am I closer to? Who do I relate to the most? You know, and I was and then I was like, because I feel like that was a very young me. And then I was like, well, Mom, I wonder how it felt like to her going over and experiencing that with me there. Oh no, she wouldn't have been. She would have been 53 when I was 23.
Yeah.
So I'm closer to Mom, because I was thinking how exciting it must be when your kids move away and you're like going to stay. I was actually thinking about her in New York, coming to stay on the floor of our apartment, and like you're kind of living this. You're visiting friends, but these friends are your kids, you know?
Yeah, it must be weird.
Yeah, I was thinking it must be weird and also exciting and exhilarating and all these things. And
I wouldn't say sleeping on your floor is exciting.
No, I mean, they were on the pull-out couch, but they had a great time.
Okay.
But now I'm thinking, actually, no, I was closer to Mom. So how would I feel? Shocked that I had grown-up kids.
That was a nice pull-out couch, actually.
Very nice. From IKEA, actually. Very nice.
Yeah, I was thinking of buying it because I have no original thoughts. I still have it.
Troublemaker.
So the conclusion is that we need nothing.
Yeah.
We
should give to charity.
Some very random things.
Which charities can you trust?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'd like to smell nice.
We should try to shop local more often.
Exactly. We should try to shop local. And if Keanu Reeves was on Cameo, I'd still die if you got me a cameo from him. I wouldn't want it, thanks.
How much would you pay for a cameo from Keanu Reeves?
Absolutely nothing, because I would die of mortification. No thanks. I don't need Keanu.
Me so determined to get a cameo for you. I'm going to have a look now to see who's on Cameo.
No thanks, we're good. I just remember my absolute obsession with him in Point Break. But now would be different. Now he's like a good guy who's supposed to be
a really nice guy,
a really nice person. And like, no, it's not the same. I don't have a crush on current Keanu. I have a crush on like 25, 30-year-old Keanu, and then it's weird. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, I still have a crush on current Keanu.
Yeah, but like not to the point that
attractive.
I ever want him actually acknowledging my existence. That would be so creepy. I'm paying for it too. No thanks. I'm good.
Oh my God, I'm definitely getting you a cameo for your next birthday.
Absolutely not.
Gloria
I'm grand.
Estefan. Oh, Thomas the Tank Engine.
Here is David Duchovny on there. Have a look.
Have a look now.
I really did not like David Duchovny in Californication. I hated that TV show, although I watched all of it.
David Duchovny is not on it.
Thank God. TG. Thank God, David. Have some pride.
David Buchanan is on it.
Who's that?
Pitcher with the Samsung Lions.
No.
Okay. Well,
did you look up Keanu?
Paula Abdul. Keanu is definitely not on Cameo.
I know, but did you look him up to make sure?
Keanu Pinder. There you go. he plays basketball with the Adelaide 69ers.
No thanks. I'm not into sport, as we already ascertained. We're good.
Yes, we basically ascertained that I just want to do more lounging around.
Yeah,
maybe my New Year's resolution needs to be to like...
And I just want to judge you.
Leave the house more.
There you go.
Oh, Brian Cox from Succession. Oh my God, guess how
he's
much he's
amazing.
Charging.
Would he insult us? Would he insult somebody else?
Yes, yeah, he probably would.
$1,000.
$689.
I was about to say 600, and then I said 1,000 just because I keep second guessing myself. You know, I decided I should trust my instinct more. I keep, you know, on the New York Times they have this. Which house would you choose? This couple went to Brooklyn with a budget of X and looked at these 3 apartments. Which one did they choose? Which one would you choose? And I go, I would choose this one. They probably chose that one. They always choose the one that I would have chosen. So I should just trust my instinct. But I never do. I should have just said $600.
That's another important conclusion from this episode.
Important conclusion.
Thank you all so much for listening to Not Without My Sister. If you're not already, you can follow us on Instagram at Not Without My Sister. You can follow us individually, Rosemary McCabe and at Beatrice McCabe. You can check out our website, which I will update one day, notwithoutmysis.com.
Do you know what my dream gift is that I just thought of? More Patreon subscribers, because every time I look on there and I see more people, it's honestly the most thrilling part of my life.
It does warm your little cockles,
genuinely it does.
It?
And some decent reviews, yeah.
Patreon.com/notwithoutmysister for $5 a month. You can sign up and get an extra episode each and every week.
And make me really happy.
And make Beatrice so happy.
Yeah, so happy, genuinely.
Thank you all so much for listening, and we'll catch you next week.
Thanks for listening.
Bye.
And thanks for subscribing if you do. And if you don't, thanks for listening.
Bye.
Bye.
Not Without My Sister is produced by Liam Geraghty, sound and original music by Don Kirkland, and our original illustration is by Lindsay Nielsen.
Not Without My Sister is a member of The Warren, the home of great Irish podcasts. As is my podcast, Meet Your Maker. You'll find more great shows at thewarren.ie.